I'm reviewing WWF Smackdown, just for the PS2, and this was the second wrestling game I played. The first was Smackdown Shut Your Mouth, and yeah, it's my favorite wrestling game. I'll talk about that next time. Today we're reviewing Smackdown just for the PS2. This is what the back of the case looks like. Also for this review, I'm wearing my Triple H shirt. I am the game. Yeah, I want to review WWF Smackdown just for the PS2. Hope you enjoy. The Smackdown just brings starts this caution thing at the beginning with the memory card. And there's a loading screen which has various wrestlers, and the wrestler I got was Triple H. So yeah. And the WWF logo, all the copyright stuff about the game. Starts up the really cool intro. And while these aren't the actual graphics in the game, it's still a really great intro. Looks really cool. Starts up the start menu. And the main menu where there's lots of stuff on it. First is exhibition. You can choose a lot of matches, like singles match. You can choose no manager or with manager. There are a lot of wrestlers in the game like Triple H right here, Billy Gunn, Bradshaw, Crash, Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Kane, Matt Hardy, Perry Saturn, The Rock, Steve Blackman, Steven Richards, Taz, Test, Trish Stratus, Undertaker, Vince McMahon, William Regal, Albert, Big Show, Robert Ray Dudley, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Devon Dudley, Farouk, Hardcore Holly, Ivory, Jeff Hardy, Kurt Angle, Lita, Molly Holly, Raven, Rikishi, Stone Cold, Christian. There are also 8 more unlockable wrestlers like Stephanie McMahon right here, Spike, Jerry, Fred Durst, Jerry Lynn, Mick Foley, Rhino, and Shane McMahon. Now the reason why Fred Durst in the game is because if The Undertaker was going to use the Rolling theme, he wanted himself to be in the game. 2 other wrestlers were going to be in Smackdown just Spring but weren't. That was DDP and Hurricane. There are a lot of ratings in the game like Fully Loaded 2000, SummerSlam 2000, Forgiven 2000, Mercy 2000, Pay-Per-View, Survivor Series 2000, Armageddon 2000, Royal Rumble 2001, No Way Out 2001, Judgment Day 2001, Backlash 2001, King of the Ring 2001, SmackDown Oval, Raw's War, and the Heat Arena. There are some unlockable arenas like WrestleMania 17, Insurrection, and the new SmackDown Arena, the Fist one. On an August 9, 2001 match in Los Angeles, Rhino and Chris Jericho, and they had to get a new SmackDown Arena. So on August 16, 2001 in Salt Lake City, Utah, they debuted the new SmackDown Fist Arena, along with a new theme, and that theme was The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. Smackdown just features actual entrances, so yeah, that's cool. You do a lot of moves in this game, so yeah, that's cool. Although it's a little hard to do, you can put your opponent to the announce table. Speaking of announce table, Liz and Michael Cole are the commentators in the game, and not a lot of people like the commentary in this game. They were going to announce in the actual game, but they aren't. You can actually see on the back of the game cover too. By the announce table, there's this camera that you can pick up and hit your opponent with. On both the right and the left side, you can go to the crowd, and there's weapons in the crowd like Perry Saturn's Moppy and Box. So unlike in Smackdown 2 where the entrance ramp loads, in Smackdown Just Bring It, the entrance ramp doesn't load. You can just walk up to the entrance ramp into the side entrance ramp and it doesn't load, which is something I'm glad they fixed from Smackdown 2. So when you go to the side of the entrance ramp, you can buy a fire extinguisher and hit your opponent with it. You can also hit your opponent with the steel steps. By pressing L2, you can do a taunt. Smackdown Just Bring, you can do 2 finishers in the game. During the match, the wrestler does the victory animation. So you can also do a tag match. Choose a lot of tag options. That's what a tag team match looks like in Smackdown Just Bring It. Tag team partners like the Brothers of Destruction, the 2-Man Power Trip, and the Hardy Boys have entrances, so yeah, that's cool. There's also a 6-man tag. You can choose normal or tornado. There's a handicap match, 1 on 2, 1 on tag, or 1 on 3. So yeah. There's also a hardcore match. You can choose a lot of options for a hardcore match. We start out with weapons. However, unlike Smackdown 2 Naughty Roll, you can't go in the ring and get more weapons in this one. A lot of backstage areas in Smackdown Just Bring It, like the parking lot, WWF New York, William Regal's office, and a lot more. So yeah. You can also drive vehicles in the parking lot area. There's also the shop center right here, which is really cool. You can't buy anything from it in the game, but it's really cool though. There's also Falls County, which is kind of like the hardcore match. There's also a survival match. You have a lot of options on that too, like Fatal 4 and stuff, Triple 2. There's also a special where you can choose even more matches, like the cage match. Yeah, this is what the cage match looks like in the game. You can climb the cage to try and escape. So when you get up on top of the cage, you can either jump or escape. There's also an I quit match where you make your opponent say I quit. There's also a table match where you put your opponent through a table. There's also a ladder match where you try to get the title with the ladder. Now, there's originally going to be different sizes of ladders, but they didn't make it in the game. There's also a special referee where you can have a special referee in the game. Speaking of referees, I forgot to mention this is the first Smackdown game to have a referee in the game. So yeah. There's also Hell in a Cell, and it's pretty cool that Hell in a Cell is in the game again, but it still doesn't really look like a Hell in a Cell. There's also a TLC match. What I like to do is I like to step 2 tables and 1 ladder. There's also 3 stages of Hell match. There's a Slobber Knocker match where you try to defeat a lot of opponents. There are 3 unlockable matches, which is Street Fight, a submission match, and a last man standing match. There's also story mode. Now, not a lot of people like story mode in this game, probably because of how short it is. Yeah. There's 2 cool parts. There's Kurt Angle's milk truck, the Kurt Angle Stone Cold Vince McMahon thing. This is based on whenever Kurt Angle came to the Raw's War Ring with the milk truck, which was really funny. And the Stone Cold Kurt Angle hats thing, which is really funny as well. 2 more options in the season mode menu, where you can look at who holds the titles. There's Hidden, which shows you the cards of all the things you've unlocked. There's also options. There's some options you can choose from, like turn the sound to whatever sound you want it at, and turn the commentary off or on. There's also theater mode, where you can look at videos and stuff. Now I've already talked about the Smackdown commercial and the Smackdown 2 commercial, the behind the scenes on my Smackdown 1 and 2 reviews, so yeah. But I haven't talked about recent greatest Smackdown moments yet on this. These are some recent greatest Smackdown moments from 2000 and 2001, because the game was released in 2001, so yeah. Some really cool clips in here, Smackdown moments from 2001 and 2000. There's also a trailer for this game called Dark Summit. Yeah, I haven't played the game before, but it looks really cool. Might buy it someday. There's also create mode. Create a superstar, taunt, or stable. So yeah, on the create a superstar, I created X-Pac and 2 costumes for him, because Albert's in the game, but X-Pac's not in the game, so yeah, I created X-Pac. So I also created Triple H's Game Over shirt and pants attire. Yeah. I forgot to mention that there's Royal Rumble, the King of the Ring. In this game, Triple H uses The Game theme by Motorhead, which is really cool. Stone Cold uses his Disturbed theme, which is really cool because that's my favorite Stone Cold theme. The Smackdown just was released on Greatest Hits. They had to put a WWE on it instead of WWF. Thank you for watching my Smackdown Just Burn review. Sorry it took me so long to review this game.